Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. But today we have the Duchess, the Queen of our hearts, Lady H with us. How are you doing, Lady H?
Hello, all right.
Yep, doing good. I'm happy to finally have you on the channel. I did not have the courage earlier to be like, let's do the collab. Because I was supposed to be the second one you're gonna do a collab with, but Deadwoodjedi beat me to it.
He did 1 and 2. He did beat you to it.
Exactly. I was supposed to be the second one since my Mrs. Ivy was the first one that you did a collab with.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I missed that one, but third one's lucky one, I guess, because the double collab with Deadwood counts as one, doesn't count as two.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're currently in your account, which honestly I've been following along the progress with, the things that were shown with Deadwoodjedi, the things that were shown with Hell Hades, and you're not doing too bad, not gonna lie. From a content creator perspective, looking from the outside and trying to be as blunt as possible, you're actually doing good. It's a good thing. But how are you feeling? How are you feeling at this point in the game? Because we're like, let's see. We're like 95 days in already, so over 3 months. I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised you're still here.
I am. Honestly. Yeah, I'm surprised I'm still here. I think I might have mentioned it on Deadwood's channel. I can feel the downward. I think I'm coming to the end now. There's just a couple of little things that I'd like to have a bash at, and then I'll probably call it quits.
Such as what are those things?
I would like to have a go at Clan Boss. So I'm currently in the process at the moment of switching up my Clan Boss team.
Okay.
So I've been working on sort of leveling some people. And at the moment I'm really just, unless I get anyone great, who I already have, I've just sort of been leveling them up and trying to get a bit of decent gear and saving up silver so that I can re-gear.
Yeah, because the silver seems to be the worst one. Like I've noticed the same. Me as somebody that's full-time maniac grinding, always knows what he's doing, trying to be as efficient as possible. Silver's a big problem for me as well. So I could see where that was a little bit of a struggle for you as well. Yeah.
Thing is, I did manage to save a load. I had about 10 million, and I was like, okay, I'm doing all right here. And then something popped up. And I was like, just spending silver all over the place. I was like, oh, got to start.
You're like, oh, look at this piece. I want to level just once. Let me take it to 12. Yeah, take it to 16. Where's my silver?
Exactly that. And then it was just all gone. So I'm working on building that up again so that I can swap some gear around.
This is something that's like still really bad, I suppose, in the game. The thing that I believe, like I'm gonna tell you something, and you tell me if you think from what you've played if this would be a good thing. I feel like if they just straight up remove the cost of swapping out gear, I feel like that would be a straight fix. Because as an example, if you're trying to swap the pieces from Ronda, if you just quickly look at this, just almost 500,000 silver. Let me move yourself a little bit there. Yeah, see, it's 500,000. So it's so bad. And especially when you're progressing in the game, you want to try and test out new things. But if it constantly costs you silver, you're not going to do that. And I guess I can see where you start losing interest there.
Yeah, and I said the same thing to Simon the other day. And in terms of this, it doesn't give you any scope for making a mistake.
Yeah.
There's no, that clearly wasn't the right thing. I can just whip that off and put something else on. You can't always afford to do that. I've done it, genuine, actual mistakes. I've put something on and I'm like, that's actually picked the wrong set.
Yeah.
I'm just not paying attention properly and I've put the wrong thing on and I'm like, well, great. Like just an undo button would be great. Just undo your last move.
True, like Control Z.
Yeah, just get rid of that. But definitely silver on the gear is. Yeah,
that's the biggest problem.
Is an issue.
They could do something like I've seen in other games. They have something as I guess it's a training mode or testing mode, where you go against like random whatever area of the game you choose. You put the champion you want with whatever gear you want without costing anything, just like a demo, a trial. Yeah. So if they did something like that, that could definitely be good. Because you could be, like you said, okay, let me try this set on her, let's see how it goes. Doesn't go, try another one. But if you do that, like actually on your live account, it's so painful.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's like
exactly that. And, you know, wanting to change my clan boss team now, everyone's not bad, but they will need a bit of a rejig for me to progress any further. So it does mean
you kind of
everybody.
You kind of want to try and get everybody at the perfect spot with the right gear, with the exact stats, and that's a little bit that can be a little bit hard.
For someone like Rhonda, she's probably in a lot of gear that I got 2 months ago.
Yeah, true. The 4-star gloves, and
yeah.
I can see that. I have some champions that are kind of like almost in the same, but kept switching one piece at a time. But it's still, when you want to do a full rig, you kind of want to do the whole thing. And if you do that one little mistake, that can be costly.
Yep.
God, I can definitely see that. But you're talking about clan boss. Are you actually trying to go on Deadwoodjedi's website and find a speed tune, or how are you thinking of, like, how are you doing your clan boss team?
I'm sort of winging it a little bit.
Okay. I mean, that's the way to do it at the beginning. Just wing it, see what happens.
Yeah. I've had I get little bits from Hell Hades, obviously, in my ear every now and then. Oh, you should do such and such, and you should hear it over my shoulder while I'm playing. So in terms of who I should use, I mean, Deadwood, his suggestion was definitely Steel Skull.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I've got Fane ready and waiting there. Obviously, Rhonda.
Yeah, she's awesome as well. Rhonda again with the brimstone.
And Brawler.
Brawler for a ton of poisons, basically.
Yeah.
So it's just like you have a 4-core, it will just be the last one.
Yeah, which at the moment is probably, I don't know if it was Zargala or, probably Zargala.
Yeah, I could see it for damage. The thing is, like, for these types of early on builds, it's like, just cover the basics: decrease attack, bring some poisons, decrease defense, weaken, the right buffs and debuffs. But for these specific teams that we are looking at, you kind of want to try and get, that maybe you heard us say a lot: ally protection.
Yeah.
Because that's a buff that kind of, like in the clan boss, doesn't work exactly as intended. It's supposed to, mitigate half of the damage, and the person that has ally protection takes half, but it doesn't work like that. So that's why it's amazing. Like, that person just takes a little bit, like maybe 1% of the damage instead. So what the ally protection would help in this team, because, like, everything else is awesome. Fane is awesome, brings you the poisons, the decrease attack, decrease defense, weaken. Like, she has everything that you need. Again, Rhonda with the brimstone, obviously, because of the change they did, you would want to have the accuracy on her so she can land the brimstone.
I think a banner is what I'm after.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't get an accuracy banner yet?
No.
Oh, the hunt for banners is painful, isn't it?
Oh, my God. It really is.
Oh, God.
It really is.
You throw all the energy you have and you never get the right thing that you want. I know. Like, I saw on my free-to-play, I was getting 1 million Silver Watcher things. Yeah. It's like they were trying to make me use that Ruark, the legendary that I pulled in the first week. I don't want to. He's not that good. So I can definitely
got a lot
understand.
of stuff there I can get rid of, I imagine.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the thing is, the way that I see it is, after I pass the 500 mark in the accessories, I start looking through them and be like, okay, let me start selling. Always like to keep a couple, like 2-3 of each of the things, just to have options. You never know when you pull somebody that you might need, so it's always better to have some options. But obviously, when you're desperate for silver, this goes, everything goes.
Just sell it all.
Exactly. Like, I don't need this. Oh, I don't need from this one. Oh, I don't need from this one. And they keep selling and selling.
Yeah.
Let me have a look quickly at, like, what's the dungeons, how is it looking. So Dragon, you're almost to Dragon 20. This will obviously be the perfect spot. Let's see roughly what team you're using. This is definitely a good team. Have you tried with this team to get to try 20?
I think I did.
And maybe just not quite there yet.
I just couldn't quite make it. I think I've hit my max on all my dungeons at the moment.
Oh, okay. Because the one thing that I relearned, again, doing the free-to-play this year, like, is the importance of having a champion that brings you turn meter boost, and speed. Remember when I pulled this Sandra, you saw me asking for somebody that gets my team moving.
Yeah.
Exactly. As for it, I got it. And the reason for that is, in this game, the speed is so important. So the faster you can go, the more damage you can do, the less turns they take, the better it is. So, for example, this team is a solid team. But, for example, I might drop one of these guys. Like, I could drop a Kale, as an example. And you can bring somebody like a Haikatoon or even Gorgorab. Because, like, Gorgorab brings you that turn meter boosted and increased
I've just
attack.
leveled him up for my arena team, actually.
Yeah, that could work. You could even, I mean, you're the upgraded, you're the maxed Melga. But like what I would do as an example, I would remove both of these. I would add Haikatoon in the lead and Gorgorab as well. Because Gorgorab brings you the revives as well.
Yep.
So that could be, and the thing is with this game, you usually try to build a core team. Because like if you have a team, that one usually works for all dungeons 20, you just swap in that one champion in, one champion out. So for example, for Dragon, you would keep, let's say, let me just move it for a second. I'm not going to change anything. Let's say I would do something like this.
Yep.
Haikatoon brings you the speed lead, brings you the turn meter boost, the increased speed, gets your people moving. Gorgorab does the same thing, but he also brings the increased attack, which will make all these attack champions hit harder. And at the same time, he has an AoE backup revive, which can also heal if nobody's revived. But obviously, you would like to have him 6-starred as well at one point, because your revival should die last. So this would be a core team that you could use for Dragon. That's what I would suggest. Then, for if you would go to, to Spider, or remove Brawler from there, and just add in your HP burner. And then for Fire Knight, remove him again and bring somebody with turn meter control. It's kind of like that's how it works. Even though it seems complicated and it seems hard, after you have like a solid core, everything else can be, can be tweaked and worked on for the next dungeons.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a case of learning. Like I've got to the point now where it's not like just put good champions that you've got in. You actually need to be looking at what they do and how they work with each other. Exactly,
because you're getting to the point where you have quite a few level 60s, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. That's quite a few. So because of that, you get to the point on your account where, yes, you still have to do champion training and this and that, but you get to the point where you start specializing champions. Like you have a good core, but you have one, like as you have here. You have this Skrank, which is behind me. Let me move myself out of the way. He's like the specialist for Spider. So it's like, yep, I build him for Spider. He's going to be good there. He's going to be good in Hydra. Then Thane, is going to be the specialist for Clan Boss. Same thing for him. So it's going to be more and more like that. Early on, like you said, best teams, the best 5 champions which you have at 6-star with masteries, all of those go in the dungeon team and they go everywhere.
Whatever they can. Yeah.
Exactly. The same champions everywhere. That's how it starts. But then you slowly start specializing this and that. And that's when it becomes a little bit of a slower grind as well. Because you get to the point where the game doesn't throw as many resources as you, because you have the challenges in here, then you have the progress missions that, you're getting quite well here on the way to Arbiter. So, you're going to keep grabbing more and more resources, but then it's going to stop. Like after you get here, the next stretch is going to be like extremely hard and you don't get all that free stuff. So that's what, I can see the game going a bit downwards in interest for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's just whether you're a person that's into that sort of strategy.
Yeah, exactly. It's I feel like this game is more for people that like to min-max everything, like to find the perfect sets, the perfect combinations, because the game has like 60 sets now almost. Like I'm quite sure, like I feel sometimes like what's the best one? What's it's overwhelming for me sometimes, and I do this as a full-time job for like tons of hours. Let alone you, where you're like just started playing games. Like what am I supposed to do with all these?
I don't know what to do with all of those.
It's like, what do I do? Like, this one seems good, but is it good? It's like, if you don't have somebody, or like if you're not someone that watches YouTube or watches Twitch or, goes to hellhades.com to check for stuff, even if you go there, nobody explains to you everything about the gear sets, and nobody can explain it to you perfectly, because it always depends on the person's account. That's the whole idea, because like you could have the perfect gear sets, but if you don't have the gear sets for the right champions, it falls off. So it can be confusing. But like I said, honestly, not trying to be rude or anything, but I'm impressed, and you definitely did a really good job. Definitely you did a good job. You did a better job than people that actually watch all of Hades' videos and grind and have played games like this. You definitely did better than them.
Maybe I should go now, just on a high.
Yeah, no, stick around with us. Just stay for a bit. Don't leave us just yet. But yeah, overall, it's like, like I said, it's good. Let me just quickly look. Where are you in Golem? 18. Okay, so getting everything to 20 is kind of like the goal, because that's the best. That's the best spot. Even this one with the HP burn that you have, you could slowly try and push a little bit up. The only one that might be tricky is the Fire Knight, because this one just requires those multi-heads and the turn meter control. And I don't see exactly... I mean, if you had Heike tuned 60 as well, she would bring the same thing. Boost, speed as the lead. She can push back the turn meter, and then just instead of a Brawler as an example, you could have somebody like an Armiger. You might have heard us keep talking about that uncommon Armiger. So it's like, yeah, there's definitely places that can be improved, but as long as you get those milestones 13, 16, and then 20, you're good. But we're here right now to do something important.
Yeah.
We're here to do something really important. So I kept saying when I was seeing you and Hades pulling shards, let me get you some of my luck. So I kind of like put it out there, but can I deliver?
Yeah. Or you're just keeping it all for yourself.
Oh God. I mean, honestly, judging by this weekend's shard pool, I did not have luck. So I guess I was saving it for this one.
Hope so.
So you contacted me at the right time. Hopefully this one works. So I guess the thing that would be awesome would be somebody for Clan Boss, because you said that's where you're working, and that's a good spot to start, because if you get to Clan Boss, the game becomes more fun once you get to Ultra Nightmare, because you get a ton of resources. You get those shards back, you get those books back.
Yeah.
Because as I mentioned earlier, after you're done with missions and challenges, the game barely gives you stuff. Like, once in a blue moon, you get a shard. Once in a blue moon, you get a book. That's not enough. But if you get Ultra Nightmare, well, that's where the dopamine comes. All the shards are the good stuff.
Okay.
So I guess, let's see. Can I get... So first of all, I want to try to hit for a legendary. But after that, we're trying to get something for Clan Boss. Hopefully a good ally protector, as we've been talking. So let's see. Okay, I guess wish me luck, wish you luck.
You'll have to prompt me as to whether it's what you're after or not, because I won't know.
Don't worry. You're gonna see it. I guess you're gonna see it in my reactions. If you see me suddenly disconnect, you're gonna know it's not a good.
It's just hung up.
Yeah, sorry, it was my internet.
Not this time.
Oh
Not
God!
manifesting, odd one. Come on.
Come on, no, we're gonna do it. Definitely. You know what? I have somebody in my head. I have Tyrant Exlimore in my head, just to show you, like the one that's the brother of the one with the pretty colors. So not Kaimar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But his brother, Tyrant. He can be really good because he brings the area protection, increased defense, HP bursts, all the good stuff. So I'm hoping to get you something like this, because he also doesn't require lots of books. So if you're short on books, you only need one book here. You're good. If you land at one book here, you're good. So let's see. Can we conjure a Tyrant?
Legendary books, I've got a ton.
Oh,
Leslie, I've got plenty.
Oh, okay. Let's get you somebody else as well. Let's get you Brogni as well. Brogni, why not? Let's think big. Get a Brogni and a Tyrant. So people might hate me, but I want to do them one by one, because I feel like one by one has more luck. I don't know why. Even though we would have a 10 pull. But yeah. Okay, good luck. Let's see. Let's get Tyrant and Brogni, or one of the two. Okay, we start with an epic. Another Fane. Isn't this like your third Fane?
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you still need books, fine. If not, it's
that's
good
what I used the last Fane for.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, the other thing that you can do is Faction Guardians. Have you delved much into Faction Guardians?
Yes. I did have...
Epics, I suggest... Even though they might be bad, I suggest keeping all the epics from now on. Even though you might quit in a couple of months or a month or 3 months, epics are always good because they give you those bonus stats. And from epics upwards, it counts a lot. For rares, it's, you're going to use less and less rares as you progress. But for epics, you're going to use them everywhere, faction wars, dungeons, whatever. So I would keep this one and just use her as a faction guardian.
Yep.
Okay, come on. Tyrant or Brogni? Come on. One of those two. That's what I want to see. Oh, the lag. The lag gets me every time. I swear. When it lags for a bit, it's like... Come on. Okay, Slitherboot, he's one of the guys for the Raz Infusion. So it's good to keep. He's one of the ones that has those circly things. I don't know how to call them. But good to keep copies of. Come on. Come on, I have to deliver. Oh my god. Why is it lagging every time? The good thing, this guy's again for Res Infusion, so it seems like I'm getting you, I guess, the champions for a legendary. Does that count?
You can't try and make it better like that.
Yeah. Come on. Tyrant. That's not a tyrant. This guy's, no. This one, he can turn around. Come on. No, thank you. Turn around. You know what? Come on, turn around and go grab a legendary and come back.
Off you go.
Off you go, grab a legendary and come back. Come on. Send a Brogni, send a tyrant in here or something. This one's not a Brogni or a tyrant. It's a weird looking. Look at those eyes. Does she even have her eyes open? Creepy looking ones.
That's creepy.
I know. Night Revenants, what can you do? They're all about tombs and stuff. Come on. Plerium. You got to do better. Not Wyvern Banes, not all. Go away.
Come on. Even Hell Hades pulled a legendary the other day.
I know. I should get you one. Come on. Brogni your tyrant. Come on. Oh, why keep lagging? Like my heart stops for a second when I see the lag. Like,
just for a moment.
Yeah. Oh man, she can be interesting for faction wars, but obviously not priority. Legendary. Don't want to see this. Come on. Legendary. Oh, come on. Metal Shaper. Do you already have a copy of this metal dude?
I don't think so. No.
He can be interesting, for the Scarab one, because there's a tactic where you need to have a shield before you attack him. So keeping a copy of him would be pretty good. Yeah. In case you want to start pushing, he can put the shield on. He goes the fastest, and then you have Armigers or whatever other champions do. Terminator control, just keep pushing the bosses stuff. So he's actually good pull.
Oh, okay.
Good pull. Okay, so I'm hoping for legendary still, but I'm gonna take it a notch down in case I don't hit legendary. Brogni or Torag your Skull Crusher. Okay, let's get a lower effect epic. Come on, Plerium. I'm trying to be, not too greedy. Still hoping to deliver. Rocktooth, go away. Go brush your teeth. You have too many teeth. Come on, Plerium. Let's get her. Oh my god. Baby Altan. I want your bigger brother. I want your bigger brother to go around, go grab Altan, and come back with him, and we're going to be happy. Come on, Plerium. Come on. Oh my god, no. Who are you? Quester. You're on a quest to losing your life. Go away. Is it going to be down to the last one? Oh god.
Oh dear.
Oh god. It has to be this one, because we specifically had it in the marketplace. So I think this one has to deliver something. It's just a sign. It cannot be different.
Yeah, it's the rules.
Come on. Tyrant or Brogni. Come on, Tyrant or Brogni. Oh, the lagging. The pain. I think I'm losing connection. I mean,
oh dear.
I don't know what to say.
I guess we'll wait a little bit longer for that amazing clan boss team.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I pulled. Honestly, that's how bad I feel.
I think Fane was the best of the bunch there. So
yeah, so Faction Guardian. So, ay. Oh god. Well, I wish I could have done better. Oh, I guess the luck was not here yet. Not today. Damn it. I mean, to be fair, not trying to find an excuse for myself. These ones are usually the tricky ones because you don't have the higher chance, at least, to, as a 2 times. That's why I love the 2 times Ancients as much, because for accounts as ours, even if you don't hit that legendary, which goes up to 1%, you have a 16% chance to get epics. And there's so many good epics in this game, that's definitely worth it. So, if you will have the will to save, I definitely say save all of your Ancients up until next 2 times Ancients comes, and then you're definitely gonna get good. I might want redemption for that one. 2 times Ancients is the time I will deliver. I promise.
Okay.
If I don't deliver, I'm gonna quit the free-to-play series. Okay.
Yeah, there'll be some sort of forfeit if you don't.
If I don't, I quit the free-to-play series. Okay. I think the 2 times is in let me see. Because we had the last week, we had 2 times Sacred, so 4 weeks. So hopefully we're going to get some good shots by then. Oh man, but I mean, honestly, I'm still happy that you joined me. Thank you again for joining me. It was fun, even though we ended in a not so fun way. No. But
honestly, I'm not that fast whether I get gold or not.
I still feel bad.
Truthfully. It could be, I think because it doesn't mean that much to me. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what I need unless someone like you tells me what is best for me. So in terms of actually being like, oh, I've been playing so long and I haven't got any gold, I'm not that sad. It's all right.
I mean,
I'm okay with it. I've got some pretty decent champions in there.
That's something that people say sometimes, and it's not as important as they make it sound, honestly. I'm 100% gonna say this, and this is my honest opinion. For progressing accounts, in the first 6 months, I don't want to get any legendary. As long as I get the right epics, I don't care about any legendaries. Because like for your account, it has all the champions that you need to progress in all the dungeons. We're getting stuff for the Doom Tower as well. It's just you're missing that little extra, you know, that lab protector, as we mentioned, for clan boss. Yeah. And your account is in good shape. So what would be the point of getting somebody like him? As an example. That's like, you know, he can bring you some stuff, yes, but he's not the best. You'd rather get a good epic that brings you good stuff, like, you know, Steel Skull's good, Poisoner, Fane, amazing, AHP Border in Skrank, Zargala, like you have lots of good epics in there. Instead of getting a crappy legendary, or maybe you get a legendary, you don't have the books, you'd rather have those epics. At least that's how I see it. Obviously, I'm the one to speak with like 11 or how many legendaries I pulled. Oh my god. And I'm not the one to speak, but still, it's like, you know, the epics make the game for the first 6 months. After that, when you start progressing, yes, legendaries can take you up a notch.
Yeah. Also, I wonder how much, if you get all those legendaries, if you're like me and don't really know what you're doing and you get all those legendaries, how much you rely on just their natural abilities rather than learning how to play the game.
And champions like him, for example, like Noble, they might be traps for people. Like you pull him, you're like, oh my god, he's my first legendary, let me throw all my books in him. You throw your books in him, and then after that you pull somebody better in a couple of weeks, and you have to wait for a month, 2 months, 3 months to get the books to throw in the right legendary. So that's why it's better to not get the legendaries instead of getting the bad ones. Just wait for the first few months, get the good epics, because the thing is like this, with epic books, even though it's a bit of a grind, you can get tons. Look at this. Almost every single tournament has the book over here. So the way that I suggest, obviously you might not have the time, you're not grinding like a maniac, but I always grab all these books. You know, I just put it to grind the background, and almost every single book I just keep grab, because again, epics are amazing. Epics can carry your account, and having them booked takes you a long way. So there's one here. There was one previously in the Dragon tournament as well. See, obviously depends if you have.
It.
Yeah,
just missed it.
It's they throw them at you. The epic one at least. The legendary ones, they're pretty rare. The legendary ones, you find them in the. Okay, there's not one now, but there's that champion training event that's like 12,000 points. Still, you try to grab them as much as you can. That's what I'm saying to people, because they're like, oh, I don't have the books, I don't have the clan boss team yet. Okay, that's fine, but whenever you see a book as a milestone, like I'm not talking about the other ones, because sometimes they might have them as a, what is it, let me see. Like if you place first, second, or third, sometimes you find books here. That's not going to be viable as a free-to-play or somebody that, you know, doesn't go too crazy. But at least the milestone ones, because it's something you would just, you know, put it on your phone, leave it to the side to farm. After you finished it, you're like, okay, I'm good, move on with your day. So always try to grab, because the game, honestly, ever since I started, like 2 years ago, 2 years and a half, it gives you a lot more free stuff, you know? It's like, the points requirement for fusions and all that has gone up, but the game gives you more free stuff as long as you invest the time, because that's what Raid wants you. Raid wants you to spend as many hours in the game as possible.
Yeah.
They don't care if you're actively clicking the phone or clicking on the computer. No. As long as your account's open doing stuff, Raids, the KPI has been met.
Yeah, I have noticed that. I'm like, I've got to go back in again to do such and such when this is full again, or... Yep,
it's a full-time job, honestly. If you want to min-max everything, it's definitely a full-time job.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has definitely been fun. Thank you for joining me again. I'm sorry for the shout.
Thank you for my pain.
Yes, you're welcome. At least I got you good clan boss epic. Oh wait. Hopefully, like I said, I'm saying this again. If there's gonna be some more ancients, there should be like a ton for next 2 times ancients. I'm willing to, if you trust me for next time, come back and I have to redeem myself. I have to do redemption, redeem myself. If not, you know what? Think by then of a punishment if I don't get you like something good, something account changing. So I'm gonna take that. Whatever punishment you're gonna say, I'm gonna commit to it. Okay, I'm down.
Okay.
Like, even naked, I don't care. I have a belly. I'm not a sexist. I'm good. I have to check with Ivy, though. Like, if she allows. If not, I'm good.
Get the say so first.
Okay. Oh, but this has been awesome. This has been awesome. Thank you again for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
It's been awesome, and I'm really happy we managed to do this. We're gonna see each other in a few weeks live, because we're going to the UK, guys. Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, me and Ivy, guys, we're going to the UK in a couple of weeks. We're gonna meet up with them. You're definitely gonna see some pictures on Discord, on the social media, all that's definitely gonna be a fun time. But up until then, again, guys, thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy my content, if you want to see more stuff, you know, with the Duchess and some other people joining me and just my ugly face, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next. And I'm gonna see you all in the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.